Good morning. We're talking SHTF. I have just been on my school run, and on the way back, I normally take the route through town instead of doing the freeway. The freeway was actually quite the opposite. Going that way, the freeway was clogged. There was a bit of a problem already on the way there. Coming back, the freeway was absolutely, would have been a dream to drive on. Also, the road that I took back in a week's time, I was surprised, shocked to say the least, how the road is actually disintegrated in town with a sinkhole, not even a pothole, a sinkhole, just a couple of meters further on in this road. This is all because of heavy rains that we had in South Africa for the past couple of weeks. Not so much in Joburg, and then but I was surprised the low water bridge which I need to cross on the route that I take, the amount of debris that is washed against this bridge, the Braamfontein Spruit coming from Joburg all the way north, going through Bryanston, between Paulshof and Sunny Hill, and then eventually joining the Yaxke River that is coming from the east of Joburg and going down to Hartbeespoort Dam. SHTF is imminent in South Africa. I'm Klaas, welcome to Urban Buck. My focus this morning is to give you some guidelines on how to prepare for this SHTF that's coming. I don't know when this SHTF is coming. I don't know where it's going to hit first, where the epicenter is going to be, but it could happen anywhere and it could happen anytime. One of the biggest drives, and it's also something that is being experienced worldwide, is power outages. We've been sitting with load shedding now. In the early stages of load shedding, they said no, but within 2 years this is going to be sorted out. It's never been sorted out. We're sitting at stage, sometimes even as much as stage 7, stage 8 load shedding in South Africa. I tried a video last night. It was a bit long, and but it was also inspired by a few guys that said we need to have information. We need to have guidance on what to do. We need to, because not everybody out there is prepping like you or me. So instead of redoing that whole 20-minute video, which I had trouble uploading to YouTube, I'm going to do 3 videos, and the focus for today's video is just water. And maybe if there's a bit of time, I'll go into particular things that has also caught my attention that might become a problem if you go through this process of prepping. But let's first talk about water. I was in a situation a couple of years ago where bottled water was the only water that you could drink. The water, the normal water in that town was absolutely, it was a nightmare. It was cholera that you get out of a tap. And there I realized that, I just once again got the confirmation that the minimum recommended daily allowance per adult person, per active adult person per day, is 1.5 liters of water. For a child, it might be a bit less, but it is also then further pushed, the limits are also further pushed by your mental situation and my mental situation as an adult, or capacity, should I rather say, is a bit stronger than that of a 10 to 12-year-old child. So you cannot tell a child, listen, you cannot have water now, you need to wait half an hour. For us as adults, we do have the mental strength to say, you know what, I am thirsty now, but I would rather wait half an hour to have a bit more of my water. 1.5 liters minimum per day, per person. And then must also add here, something that I saw in many situations is that you open the bottle, you put it to your mouth, and you just guzzle. which is not the way you should do it. My recommendation is to, and people started mocking me with regards to that, so sip slowly. Go and ask some of the firemen, a very good friend of mine in the Middle East now at the moment, working there. He's forever mocking me about the sip slowly. Why I say sip slowly is, if you take water in small amounts, there's a better absorption rate for your body to rehydrate. Once you start guzzling that water, it goes right through, and you don't have any benefit of that water. And that's just for consumption. It's just having fresh water available. I'm not talking about beverages. For cooking and beverages, hot beverages, you need to have at least 5 liters a day available. If you have any left of that 5 liters, good for you. If you have other resources like a borehole, then you can stretch this even further. If you have a pool that you can dunk water from, you can stretch it even further. Your third, let's emphasize the second point, you need to have at least 5 liters of water just for cooking and beverages. In terms of your sanitation, per person, I would say 15 liters of water per day. So let's talk about the family of 6. That gives you 90 liters of water just for sanitation. If you want to use water out of the pool to wash yourself down, welcome. I've tried water out of a pool during a recent pipe burst in our area, and the water from that pool was absolutely disgusting. I wasn't going to wash my body in that, not my face, nothing. I was going to chuck it straight down the toilet, which was the purpose that I got it for. How do you hoard water? Buy a 2-liter bottle of soda, you empty that bottle, and you throw it into the bin. It goes to the recycling guys. No, keep that bottle. And some of you might punish me for having this brand, but here's a 2-liter bottle. By the end of this day, this bottle is going to be full of water and stowed away elsewhere. That's part of your process. Having 5-liter waters, 5-liter cans of water available is essential. Your water for your cisterns, a cistern takes about 12 to 15 liters of water. That you can use runoff water from your roof, from your gutters, or you can dunk it from your pool. Have it standing around. If it's not been raining for a while and the mosquitoes start infesting that water, pour it out, put some more water in. Make sure that you've got at least 90 liters of water per person per day. That's just the general guideline. I'm not saying pack out as many buckets of water as you can, because you might run out of space. Options is a Zozo tank. If you have a Zozo tank, it's an asset for you. If you have a pool, it's an asset. If you have borehole, then you've got both your human consumption or your daily consumption, your RDA water, your cooking water, and your sanitation water covered. That sort of wraps up water. I'm sure there's many ways that you can hoard water or that you can store water without having it infested by mosquitoes. The other thing that you can also do, if you wash, you need about 3 liters per person just to wash your body, and then it's just about a dry wipe. When you take that water, pour it down your toilet, and in such a way you use each and every bit of water that you have at your disposal. Make sure that you have water. Water is the most essential thing. If you don't have water in your system as a person, as a human body, you might find yourself starting to dehydrate in about 72 hours. This is all from me with regards to water. If you like what you've heard here, please like this video, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe to more videos. There's a lot more coming. I'm going to share with you as much as possible. I don't know anything, or I don't know everything, but I'm sure to research well before I'm sitting here in front of this camera. Until next time, stay prepared.